Do you, in your own mind, attack who you are? Even if the behavior that you show to the outer world is less than loving, do you think there is anything to be gained by self-attack? The human can only withstand so much of that before it begins to lash out at others. Basic needs must be met. Water that is pure, drinkable, fresh tasting, and abundant. There is more than enough here on the planet, and you all have the intelligence. These minds can address any of these concerns. But at first, you must make sure that everyone has the basic necessities. Water. It composes most of who you are. It connects the lands across the earth. And it is all throughout your universes. Begin there. Make sure that when you have a desire to help others, that you first look to the basic needs when asking, how can I be of service? How can I help? What is it that I can do? It is a fundamental right to be housed. Safety and security should be equal for all. People living on the streets, what kind of world is this? Where you walk with your eyes averted, passing by those who sleep over the grates and under your bridges and overpasses. And in war situations, when you go in with your marvelous technology and you bomb the homes of innocents, and you leave without taking any responsibility, imagine the trauma to these villages, these communities. Everyone deserves a roof over their heads and protection from the elements. How do you stop the violence? You simply choose. There may be those of you who feel that what is coming through this information that is being shared with you is naive. But we say to you that the solutions are always simple. Pool your talents, pool your resources, help those who are in need. You are the family of man. Who will have the courage to stand up against your own governments who perpetrate these wars without the support of the very people they are here to serve? There is now, here in America, where we are filming, much interest in what is occurring politically. For what has been rekindled is hope. And no matter the outcome of this particular election, the young people have been stirred. And that spells good news for all. many are paying very close attention. For America has held itself up as an icon of virtue, and yet in its actions has proven quite the opposite. And we say this with all of the love and compassion that we can muster, that you must stop the hypocrisy if you truly wish violence to end. In your own recent history, you have those that you can look upon, leaders who understood what nonviolence truly is, the courage that it takes to make such a stand. Demand that responsibility be taken for the actions that are perpetrated in your name with your very tax dollars. Is this how you wish to spend your resources? And again, we will say that it all begins here at home, within. If within your own family, behind closed doors, there is violent interaction, do not judge others for their behavior. You must cease to perpetrate any crime against the children that you have been blessed with. Do not, women and men, strike out at one another, verbally or otherwise. And what is happening within your educational systems? Is this a place of love, nurturing, safety, security, true education? Are you allowing the individuals to flourish into who they are so that when they exit the educational system, that they can go out into their communities and be inspired to do good works? How much do you value your educators? We demand so much of them, and their hearts are large. But what sort of support are you giving them? Do you know that in a very quick, short period of time, much change can be effected? Find those who are of like mind, come together and noodle about how you can make changes here within your local communities. Where we are filming is a divided city. On one side of the highway, there is much abundance to be experienced and enjoyed. And yet on the other, it is as if a different world exists.